What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And right now, a lot of you guys have been having some difficulty understanding what's going on with this program, with the Super Bowl, the lighted up token. How do you get it? What's happening? The free players, all that good stuff. Also, all of the head-to-head winnings that you get from the coins and things like that have been going on. So we're going to go ahead and pretty much simplify it the way we always do it, so that way you understand exactly what's happening. Number one thing you're going to want to do, right? When you go over to the live events and you go down to the Super Bowl, you're going to see everything pretty much laid out for you. The first 10,000, right? The first 10,000 XP, 10,500 is going to give you that lighted up X Factor. Now, it's very, very interesting the way that this works because you only get 2 of them. Okay, so the reason that EA did this is very, very similar to the way that the golden tickets were. The golden tickets were a situation where they did not give you all the discounted abilities, and it was required for you to have collectibles in order to be able to use those bonus buckets. They're doing the same garbage that they did last year again, but in this case it makes a little bit more sense because the boosts are very, very relevant to the cards that you get. So the champions, the limiteds, a lot of what they get, it means a lot to have this lighted up X Factor. So it's not something that you can just, have on every player, but when you utilize it, it really makes a difference. Okay, so you can see based on the amount of XP that we have here, they're going to be releasing other parts of this promo. Also, it requires 70 players to get that the +3 speed, as opposed to the playoffs players that only need 60. So EA is getting a little bit greedy, like they usually do, more and more with the theme team. So we're going to go over that as well. But pretty much it's pretty simplistic the way it's laid out. 200 tackles in any mode, 50 touchdowns in any mode. You can see that we already did the challenges. We got 35 stars to start it off. We did the set. All of these sections is going to give you different amounts of XP, but once we get on the stream a little bit later today, we're going to finally unlock it, because the tackles is literally what the problem is. You could do this in any mode, so once you get to 25, you could just go to any random challenge. I love the team of the week 1 with Tyreek Hill, and you just keep throwing touchdowns, and that's pretty much done very, very quickly. So it's not that big of a deal with the way that you can go ahead and run through this. For example, I need 3,000 more to get to where I need to go right here. Once I get to 3,000, I'll be at 10,000, but I also have to finish up the tackles. So even if I repeat the touchdowns in that mode, it still wouldn't matter. I still got to get the tackles. So you're going to want to go to that, that whole sequence, do the sets and everything else that they're asking with the challenges. And then once you get to 10,500, that's going to be your first collectible for the lighted up. All right. Now, how do the lighted ups work? You can see we have a lot of players that are Super Bowl players. Okay, and pretty much what happens is these are all champions that you can get from doing sets. We did all sets yesterday. We didn't buy any one of them outright, and we saved a lot. That's why we still have 400,000. I only had like a million coins, and we got all those players by just taking advantage of the sets that were available. So when you go over here, right, and you look at any of the players, you'll see that in the final bucket, when you go to upgrades, you'll notice that you can get 2 discounted abilities at the end, but also in the top after the training, it asks you for the lighted up, and then it tells you the bonus speed and the acceleration that you're going to get because of that token. All right. Then when you go down over here, it pretty much, you'll see that, you get the ×2 for the chemistry. And this is why I know that EA upped it to 70, because there you go. It's 70 components, as opposed to the playoffs that actually require 60. So 70 is very excessive. Before you know it, it's going to be 300 to get +1 speed. So EA Sports is on a rampage, and they honestly just don't care. So it's up to you at your discretion. I haven't done a theme team since Zero Chill because they've just been getting way too greedy, but it's just something that I wanted to show you guys. So with the lighted up X Factor that you'll see that's locked here, you'll be able to unlock these as well. All right, now it's 2 0 AP, and then it's 1 that has 1 AP. All right, it depends on how you play, what you want to do, but these stay on all game. The lighted up is very, very good because it stays on all game, and everybody needs to understand exactly what's going on as far as that goes. Okay, so that's Doug Williams that we're using right now. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the one that I'm personally going to be using with Ronnie Lott, because he's going to get Avalanche on for all game. All right, with his lighted up X Factor, you have to gauge how you want it. The top 2, in my opinion, is going to be this Avalanche. Is going to cost us +1, but he's going to be 97 speed, and I play him at corner, so he's going to knock somebody's block off, and he's definitely going to get us a fumble, because it doesn't matter if you're on conservative or not. If you line up a hit stick, they're going to fumble with that. So that changes the game right there with his. That's a huge addition with the lighted up token, in my opinion. So that's something that I would definitely recommend. And also, when you go over here, you'll see he'll be a 97 speed. And then if you go ahead and, even get a certain amount of those, the theme team, you'll get into a 99 speed relatively easy. He also gets that deep out zone, the deep zone KO that gets deep out and deep in all combined into one. So that's going to just be even more knockouts. All right. Plus with the avalanche, once we get the token, we're going to be good to go. It's between him and Warren Sapp, because Warren Sapp getting that unstoppable force all game is going to definitely create a lot of pressure. It's going to cost you 1 AP as well, but it's going to be wild to have that on all game. The interior threat lighted up, it's something about this ability, why it's free at 0 AP. It's pretty much, it hasn't been what we thought it's been, thought it was going to be all year. So I wouldn't recommend it. As far as the run stuffer, I haven't tried it, but I will, to kind of see what it is. I'm going to check out all the lighted up X factors to see which one gives us the best bang for the buck. But honestly, I just believe that the avalanche will be the most impactful, because that's an immediate turnover, right? Like as soon as you get that off, that's an immediate turnover and the guy's losing the football and that's it. These other ones will get you instant pressure, probably like unstoppable force for the most part, but avalanche is just guaranteed. So that's what the lighted up token actually does after you put it into the slot, just to kind of explain to you guys exactly what's going on with that. Now, I showed you guys how you get the first one. It doesn't appear that you'll be able to get the second one until the next drop. All right, because they're trying to space it out. Also, you should have received the free Chuck Howley and the free Hines Ward, and you can start to get upgrade tokens to upgrade them. This guy's going to be a 97 speed once he's fully maxed out. His lighted up X factors are pretty garbage though, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much, but that's where he's going to be. 97 speed. It's ridiculous and outrageous. But again, he's a free card. A lot of you guys are Steeler fans. Hines Ward was a dog. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and do it. Same thing for Chuck Haley. He goes up to 97 speed as well. So if you wanted to use these free cards, grind through the field pass, upgrade them to max level, it'll work out for you guys as well in the end. You can see I haven't even started to upgrade any of them yet because it's not necessary at this time. So we're not really worried about that. Now, finally, with the actual, the promo of the head-to-head event, every 4 games that you win a Super Bowl, mathematically, you're looking upwards to about, I would say, almost 90,000 coins guaranteed, because you get 20,000 for 3 wins. And then every Super Bowl that I've won, I've gotten about 60K, like 65 or more. I even posted it on X to give you guys an idea about it. There's no requirements, okay, for having to do this, like to set your lineup or anything. You just play the 4 games, win the Super Bowl, make the coins, and keep it moving. Also, for those of you guys that are asking about the promos and if there's going to be more XP available, unfortunately, no. So if you haven't maxed out these field passes, there isn't any way that you'll be able to go ahead and do this. Okay, there'll be no way possible for you to do this. So ultimately, with the way that it's set up, if you can't do, the things that are available, like the house rules and stuff like that, there unfortunately will be no more XP. I just wanted to add that in because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. So if you see a comment there and somebody's answering, or people are not keeping up with the videos, once something is gone as far as an objective, it's not coming back. And this promo was done. Part 3 was the final part of the NFL playoffs. So that's why these are live event type of situations. If you miss it, unfortunately, it's over. So you got to move on to the next one, which is the Super Bowl. Hopefully this has helped you and you guys are ready to go. We will be grinding out the Super Bowl mode and trying to get as many Super Bowls as possible to get our coins back up. But we've done pretty well for ourselves getting a decent amount of the Super Bowl pass players. Let me know if you have any other questions. If you are a member of the channel, go ahead and drop your questions in the comments. It will be answered as soon as we can. Other than that, go ahead and indulge and engage with the community and try to get some of your other questions answered. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have a beautiful day. One love, y'all.